I'm hypnotized.
Yo, what's happening, people? How's things? Let's do this. Hey Ninja, how you doing? Hey Beardedbob bros, how you doing, man? Hey Falcon. Yo, 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 Ninja. Hopefully today this doesn't fall apart. How you doing, Sorum Chatterjee? How you doing, man? We're starting fresh, Ninja. I could have just revived the one I did, but won't be much fun, right? Just gonna do it all from the beginning again. Well, this was a premiere video. Nope. Not this one, mate. You just bought the G305 today, mate. It's a good mouse, man. Definitely for the price. Therapeutic watching these mods. Can be. I'm sure you're just here to watch me break it again, Ninja. That we have to. What it feels like. I need to finish Last of Us, man. That's what I've had to put off for this. This is what I'm committed, right? Something about the glossy model who bothers me. Hey, Baby Soda, welcome back, sir. Liking the Myra S you got? Myra M you've got, haven't you? You liking that? I prefer the matte, mate, but I thought I'd dust out a gloss one because we did a matte one. Well, we pulled a matte one part, so, and we got a black G305 as well. It was so close last time. It was definitely the fit of the base. This succeeds to the rest of the Last of Us. Me too, mate. I'm not one for quitting. Hey Thomas, how's it doing, man? Not bad today, you sir? The question today, the only question today is, do we change the switches or not today? You know, switch to Twitch. Fair enough, mate. Let me just get a few little bits. Okay. People join. What's up, Salty Reuben, is it? I'm gonna murder everyone's names. How you doing, man? Third time's a charm. That's right, Thomas. Third time's a charm, mate. I mean, what? This has been cursed. We've had the internet go down. We've had breaking into the base, 3D base. I printed 2 this time, and I have another spare one. 3rd time lucky, yeah. Ah, you switched from YouTube, did you, mate? Yo, Teddy. 2nd try. You're confident this one's going to work? I hope it is. Adrenalinez sent me some tweaked print specs for the printout, so it's a little bit tighter now. These posts are a little bit tighter, and also can't really see very well. It's a bit black. It's hard to see the detail. And then these little bases here as well, like the little risers that the switch sits on. So should be good. Give it another second and then we'll get rocking and rolling. Hopefully my camera's behaving today. One's behaving. Got scales in case we need them, which I want to weigh at the end, so definitely. Did you print them? Yep, I printed these ones. These are printed off. We've also done some EC1 ones as well, which we'll do next, as long as we can get this to work. 3D printing is not my thing. I've been getting into 3D printing, but it's complicated. It's very, very, very time consuming. So we'll see. I also picked up some more 400 milliamp batteries, which are a different type. So these are the ones that Adrenalinez have been using. These ones. Come on. These ones, but now the 600 milliamp. This is still a 400, and then these are the other ones that I can find because these are hard to get in the UK. The same battery, they're just rebranded. Wireless EC1, that's right, Ninja. You found tried the MM711, amazing. I like the 710, mate. It's one of my favourite cabled mouse at the minute, I'd say, especially for the money. Right, let's give you 2 seconds. Now let's get this party on the road. Show on the road, not the party on the road. For people that are new, we're going to be doing a hybrid. So it's a Model O shape with the G305 PCB, and we use a customized base here from Adrenalinez. You can buy his base if you want. If you go to the URL here, you can buy his base. You can do it yourself. You can also get him to print the bases for you. He will print them if you want. And he'll send you a guide that I'm using at the minute to run through it. A link come through it. Come through all of them, did it? One sec. Where's my Oscar stuff? Dilemma 303 or MM 11. Oh mate, there's too many dilemmas, right? I'm not the person to talk about dilemmas. I can never decide. I guess I use my G Pro, but it's one of them. Like, you can never find the end game. You'll be forever searching for it, right? Might not seem like it at the minute, but you're gonna be. Don't know why it's just posting in one place, but here you go. I'll have to over spam it. The link's also in the description if you need it. some reason it doesn't want to play ball. It doesn't want to play. Alright, we'll get on with the mod. Being distracted. So, let's take these two down and then we will basically continue the print. What I have added, if you're on Twitch, you can type !, weight cam, and it will change it to this camera. It might work on YouTube. An !, top cam flicks it back to this camera, so you can help me out in case I forget. But I haven't tested it fully. I was trying to work on it today and I got distracted, but you should be able to do it on Twitch. I couldn't work out if YouTube was working or not. Weight cam, there you go. Hey. Go back to ! top cam, Teddy. Wireless hatty next week. Maybe, man. There you go. Cheers, Teddy. It will be more limited, but for the moment, you can keep me on track. So if I forget, you're welcome to switch it back. So I don't have to push any buttons now, you see? You can, instead of moaning at me because I've not pushed the, or reminding me because I've not pushed the button, you guys can tweak it. We've got to see people abuse it, right? So you're in control of it. I'm trusting you all. You can try it on YouTube. It should work on YouTube at the minute, but I couldn't get it to work properly, I think. So it's a bit 50-50. You can try those commands though if you've got YouTube. If not, it's definitely working on Twitch. Tried to take the scroll wheel out of my model load, but couldn't. What's the trick? I don't know, let's have a look, take it apart. Teddy, and we'll find out, mate. I will test it. Cheers, baby. Wait, there we go. I reckon it's working. Still not working. Didn't work. Try one thing on YouTube and then we'll get moving. Alright, try again. Let's see. On YouTube, that is. I mean, it works on Twitch. It works on Twitch, yeah, fair enough. Right, let's get these feet off. So we're just going to take the feet off. You probably should air dry them off, but we're not too fussed here. What are those batteries? So there's two ones here. There is ones that are in Adrenalinez. Adrenalinez, can I get the name right? Mod document when you buy the base, which is this one. These are 400 milliamp, and then there's these ones here, which I found exactly the same, just a different casing on them. I would have taken it apart, so I should know how to wire it, but these are the same. They're on Amazon or AliExpress, these ones, but they're quite expensive and hard to get in the UK as well. Cheers, baby. So it didn't work. I'll have to play with that, but we should be able to do it on both. That's the plan. But for now, you can just control the camera on Twitch. So if I forget, you guys can help me out. And then we'll limit it to regulars and stuff like that, or people with points who can start tweaking the cameras, and then we'll add some other features in. I used to do a lot of commands for people so you could control the stream, but I stopped streaming for about a year and I lost it all, but I'm trying to bring it back now. We're advancing these streams a little bit. So. You can control the cam in Twitch now, Ninja, but if people abuse it, we shall take away those rights. But for now, we're going to trust you. You have to give me ideas of what else you want to do, but we can, like next track and stuff, you can probably control and stuff like that. Too much responsibility for me. I'm delegating some responsibility to you, like that's all. For the regulars anyway, right? But now, now I'm just checking it works properly, which it is. Well, apart from YouTube. We've got to strip these down. What was it you were after? Was it Thomas who wanted to run out the G305 wireless scroll wheel? G305 wireless. The Modelo scroll wheel. Yeah, we're going to the glossy shell this time. Still got the matte one, but got to change up a little bit. Right? If you want to take this scroll wheel out, there's one screw here. And this is the LED basically for the scroll wheel, so you can actually just rip this off if you didn't want it to be on there, or disconnect it, should we say, but you can get rid of it. It just takes out the illumination on the scroll wheel. You won't break it. Cheers to the follow, Gadico is it? Cheers to the follow as well, Salty Jobon, can't pronounce that name, mate, but cheers for the follow as well, missed that one. It should be around 70 grams, depending. We have to do some battery mod. Once you take that out, on here you can just pull the, no, you can take the PCB out as well, but you get away with it. 2 screws on the PCB for the Model O. Sometimes the scroll wheel pings out without the PCB, but you're not going to be able to. Salted Robin. These side buttons broke on the Model O, Teddy. That, sorry, baby soda, damn man. Gutted. So long as you take the front up here, there's 2 clips at the back, but you can now just pull out the scroll wheel. We're done with that. We don't need the Model O. All we want for the Model O is the shell. We're going to take out the LED strips as well. Good. Hey, Nori Rampage, have I received it yet? I don't know, I've received a few. But potentially, yeah. Is it coming from the US? If not, I've only received ones in the UK. Custom mouse, that's right. Zedge Lord. Oh man. Crucifying names tonight. Yeah, the PCB has to be removed a little bit. You could declip it as well if you want baby soda and pull it. Which would be easy, but you have to take it off unfortunately. Some of them you can get away with. Got these LED strips. You do weigh a little bit if you want to have a look. I'll take them off first. Noob. UK sent on Monday. Yeah, it's definitely arrived that one then, mate. Pretty sure. I'll confirm later, but I think so. You have some switch replacements. Of course, they're not responding to your RMA. Gutted, mate. Not good. Normally they're fairly good. Once we took the shell out, that's pretty much what we're going to use. Purely just going to be a Model O shell. You can take out the plastic bits as well if you want for the diffusers, but they just weaken the side slightly, which I've done on a weight reduction, but can do it if you want. Right. Can you make a Zowie S2 Davina wireless? You can do if you can find the base, mate. I'm using Adrenalinez's base here that he's done. He's done a few. I don't think he's done the S2 yet. Months old. Ouch. Not gone by now then, mate. It should come back to you. Maybe Corona's delaying it. Or try them on Twitter if not, mate. You're gonna buy the Model D minus instead. Okay. I've got it on order, but it's not arrived yet. But it could be interesting to see. I'm going to put a video out this weekend for the Death Adder Mini 2 I've got as well. Split the skate. We've just got to break these down and then we'll begin the mod. G305 worth getting? Definitely, man. Wait, what would you wait for? There's nothing announced, is there, Zowie? I don't think. Unless there's something I've missed. But still a good mouse, man. Was it DOA salty? Or was it already, did it run for a while? You'd think most people are going to make all the shapes wireless in a bit. Ninja. A little bit slow off the uptake at the minute. Gonna need that. Put it in there. So I'll probably lose it. Yeah, it's got the same sensor, Greg Gregoffer. Same problem, mate. It's got the 3359 in it. I think the G Pro X is coming out. Not seeing it, mate. Heard nothing about it, so not sure. I think they want to get the money for the G Pro standard wireless. They put a lot of money into R&D, looking at the way they build the mice, Logitech, so they want their ROI back. As soon as they bring out the wireless weight reduction version of the G Pro, they're just going to kill off the current one. But they want the money back first, and then they'll probably release a weight reduced one. Yeah, the AMD chips, they've always been pretty power hungry, haven't they? That Vega like you're saying. Right, I remember the screw positions last time, people that you reminded me of last time. Oops. Most of the bits are going to come out the G305 here. There's a guide that you get when you buy the base, so you can do this yourself. You buy it from Adrenalinez. The URL, it's only in Twitch, it's on Etsy if you want it. Just put Etsy and put Modelo, and you'll find his print. Got the MP510, nice. Got a bit of a weird texture, the MP510. I need to review it, but people seem to like it, it's fast. Oh, the Pro X headset. Maybe. I always find the wireless ones get on my nerves because of the battery. I prefer wired, but they got the G305, haven't they? So that's their main wireless one, I think. I'm right, but it's a bit big for me. That I've got the Pro X wired for travelling. Yeah, $10 €10 AliExpress mousepad. But it serves a purpose, mate. You get used to the speed. When they get a bit muddy, it's not very much fun. The Mirum M is not as nice as the Logitech mice. We'll find out, Baby Soda. I've got one coming, well, a few coming. I've got some medium and small ones coming. So they're going to send me out some mediums. So I ordered a small, they're going to send me some mediums as well. So we'll see. But Logitech build the mice as well, man. So all we need out of this is the switches. Do you want me to change the switches on this one, or should we just use the standard ones? Should we get it working with the standards and then maybe swap them later? We do that today instead of trying to get a bit too cocky. We get the actual wireless mod working first and give it a test. Will be best. You got Tiger Arc 2 Dreams. I've got some Tiger Arc 2s. I need to test them and compare them to the Logitech beat I've been doing. You have a little pin at the corner here. You can just ping them off. A little plastic pipe, I guess, post. I just took the screws out to get a little bit tricky thing out. Good mouse on the G Pro. Actually modded. It's my daily G Pro remodded prototype originally. It's not focusing, but gonna play up. Hey, sad days, how you doing, man? Only my commands are working on YouTube today. The problem with streaming, right? Get a stream deck, and then for some reason today they only want to work on YouTube, not Twitch. $400 Australian. Damn, that's expensive. I thought it would be fairly pricey, not too pricey out there. Expensive, man. There we go. Finally got that one loose. Yeah, 400's a bit pricey. You have to get someone to ship you one from a different country and just get it that way. Get it as a gift. It's only like 120, about 130 in the UK. But seem to be sitting at. Here's Salty Droden for the tip, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. That $1 Tom, mate. Yeah, I've tried to swap the shells of the Hattie to the G Pro and it was difficult. It wouldn't work. You have to do quite a bit of modding. And it's not worth it. Need Logitech to send us one. G20. Damn. You've been modding yours, Teddy. Is that what you're saying there, mate? You follow my video to mod it. Get the weight down. These are a pain to get out. I don't remember being this difficult. There we go. Right, so now we've got all of these out. It's a little bit tricky to get out these channels sometimes on the G305. If you're not sure how to take this down apart, I've got a video out on YouTube, so you can look at that to see how you strip it. Same with the Modelo. And so I'm not really talking about what we're doing here because we've already done it before. We don't need that. We're going to need the cable off this. We need the switches, which we're going to keep today. They're 10 million, I think. Yeah, 10 million on runs. It's not too bad. I don't hate these switches. We'll leave them in first, and then we might swap them out for some Khalifa Reds, but we tried that last time and then it didn't work. So we're just going to get it working bog standard today. And then we will mod it. I'm also probably going to try and mod the base to get it a bit lighter, but that won't be today either. But we'll take some weight out of that, definitely. Went for the Razor Viper. Okay, fair enough. I'm not a fan of the shape on the Viper. That's the only thing that I found. Couldn't get used to it. I don't know why. It's like the front on it just doesn't work for me. Let me just check something on my Stream Deck. It works today. No. It works under that account. Gonna wait till the 5th of August for my Mara M. Damn. It's not working. I don't know. My hours aren't working properly, so we're just gonna have to leave it. As usual, some problem with the streaming setup. Standard. So who's got the Myra M and what do you think of it? You've got who's got the Myra S as well? You liking them? Right off the bat, you enjoying it or? Definitely hard to go back, mate, once you've gone light, I agree. I can feel the difference between a stock G Pro and mine now. It's like, I don't like it, even though I really liked it when I got it. So be careful if you're going light, because you will be difficult to return back to a heavier mouse. Now let's try to rip off the bit off the PCB this time, Bob. How light is this one going to be? Should be about 70 grams, something like that. So heavier than the stock ones. I also think we can get it a bit lighter. We're just following Adrenalinez's mod here. But I think we can get it a bit lighter. We don't need that base anymore. Here's the one that I did the other day. The switches actually work on, because when we did it last time the switch wouldn't go down, if you remember. So it's got the newer base that we tried. We don't need the buttons. This is what we're left with. The PCB, side buttons, the left and right buttons, we did the power switch, and the Model O shell with the side buttons still in it. I didn't finish it off on stream, mate. I finished it off off cam so I could make sure I get it to work. Once I printed a new base, I had to basically print a new base out. That's what the problem was. Try not to rip this off this time. There we go. But be careful of that rear port. I ripped that off last time, but you can just push it back in, but be careful when pulling them apart. Yeah, it's half done. I haven't screwed it together, I've just made sure it all fits. You want to buy the wireless S2 Leon? It looks good. You know what 11.97 New Zealand dollars is? About 2 point something, isn't it, to the pound? I can't remember now. About £8. Never experienced wireless. Wow, mate. Wow, you have to experience some wireless. Even if you get a G305, which is like £40, the cheap one. Well, maybe not in Australia. Right. So. Try to get this right. Reading this guide. Need some other bits, 1 second. Moved into a cabinet there. You need these other USB connections as well. Razer Viper 45 quid. Yeah, they had a good sale, didn't they, on the Viper? I picked one up as well, cheaper. Gone back up now, but they were cheap. So what we need to do is we need the side buttons off the Model O. Now what you could do is you do destroy 2 mice doing this. You could leave the Hawanu greens on it, right, if you wanted. If you wanted to, you could just leave these switches on. But we will change them for the 10mm ones. You don't have to change those. Hey Chaos. How you doing, man? How are you not more popular on Twitch? Cheers, man. I don't know. I've been doing that long. Well, I have been streaming for 3 years, but I've been on YouTube for 6. But I've not always done mice. I used to do just gaming videos because I did it a bit of a laugh. I've got more into modding mice probably in the last year. Quite niche, isn't it? Hey, ClinkX 2005, how you doing, man? Wireless Razer Viper Mini. It might come along, young vibe. We might try and make one, dude, but I haven't seen one advertised yet. But I thought Razer might get on that bandwagon. Right, we need to desolder these first. I need to get my soldering iron, which I've forgotten. You're gonna need a glue gun as well. Content's incredible. Cheers, man. Glad you're liking it, man. More people from Reddit. That's it. People need to know I stream them. Ancillary scope on the go as well, but time's a problem for me. Just stop my soldering out. I need more plugs, man. tricky having to jump between two desks. I'm looking to change my setup so that I can make it a bit easier for myself. I bought this as a project. A rat one. It'll be interesting. Might try and reduce the weight, I don't really know. But I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. But pretty cool. I used to have one. Let's get another one back. Just discovered this channel some days ago. I hope you're liking it, Salty. Things are starting to get a bit more crazy, man. Or Basilisk V2. Maybe I'm fancy looking at the Basilisk V2 to see how it compares against the G305, but just time at the minute. Start with a different sensor on the Rat 2. The Rat 1. We could try a different sensor. I've never tried swapping a sensor yet. Could be interesting, right? The keen eyes have you noticed I've changed the nib. Bit of a thicker nib now. These are a little bit better for getting heat through the thicker boards, especially these Zowie ones, which are just horrendous. Come on, focus me in. Slightly thicker nib. Has a bad reputation. Yeah, I can imagine. You'll be fine, mate. We're going to bring that reputation back, Eddie. We're going to make it God. People like lightweight mice, right? Well, hopefully we can do that. I think the sensors pop out, don't they, on the Rats? I used to have a few. We've just got to desolder these cables. Fairly easy to do. Make sure you don't join them together. I've got to do some... got loads of ideas for different mice pad reviews that we need to do. Once you've done it, you've got three little dots at the back here. They're the ones that we're just going to solder to. Wireless rat. I feel like a rat should have a tail, though, right? You don't know what I'm doing. We're going to switch it, mate. We're making a wireless Model O, mate. That's the plan. So a normal Model O cable, we're making that wireless using the Adrenalinez mod. It's more about the chill here. Like I used to do these off camera, but now COVID's here, we'll stream it. So you guys seem to enjoy it. Yeah. Also, it gets a bit boring doing it on my own, so good for people to chat to. We share the same interest. We'll be streaming tomorrow night. I'm going to be streaming, just getting some wire. Streaming some Rainbow Six. So, still need some more time on it, but kind of a bit of a mess around. Welcome to drop by. Just using my G Pro tomorrow. I've got another mice in at the minute. Right, we need some cables because we need to extend. No, we don't. No, we don't. Follow the guide. What I need to do is desolder the Logitech one here, these three ones, and put it onto here. And then we need to change the switches over. You could make your own cable, right? But what Adrenalinez is trying to tell you to do is like you're trying to show how you can share parts. You need to buy them all, but we'll just keep doing that. Got to grind R6 on, mate. It's killing me. I've been playing about 5 months. Should have played it when it first came out, which I did, but it was so pants I just quit. And just play it a Friday night now for a couple of hours with my mates. A bit of a laugh. And we drink, so. Make it easy so you can see. I might use a wireless Model O tomorrow, Ninja. Good point, mate. You're probably right there. Probably should. Good point. We'll test it out. I tried the Death Adder Mini last Friday. Did not like the shape, but it's a bit small for me. That's probably more to do with it. And I also tried the week before that the Ponage Custom. That wasn't bad actually. Not bad. Oops. We might as well get these switches off. We're going to desolder these Chinese 10mm ones as well. Yeah, we'll grind through silver. Go ranked silver 3 last week. It made me cry. I didn't really, but wasn't impressed. I thought I'd get a bit higher than that. A lot of Smurfs are on. So well, it wasn't Smurfs, but everyone was trying to rank, so playing against a lot of high players. Right, Minion, this time we're going to do this one, mate. We're not failing now. It's been the third time lucky, man. Internet failures. Base failures because I cracked the base. This has been a long mod. Good man, see you on the Discord, sir. Oh, mate, solid goons are pain, right? Painful. So just got a bit more solder to these and then we'll pull them off. Easier to do that if you've not soldered before. Add a bit of solder, it's easier to ping it off. Sounds a bit of a weird method, but what it does. Could keep the Hawaiian greens if you wanted. But we are going to make them all the same switches. Yeah, one of them was plat 1. It was like, yeah, plat 1 in ranking against us all against silver. It was just like, come on. It was 4,000, yeah, ridiculous amount of hours in it, like 4,500 matches or something. It's a bit of a laugh, really. Low should be on. You've done some more internet issues, so maybe not. Using a solder pump if you've not seen one. Sometimes you have to use a bit of braid as well. Aye. Did you print XD yet? We got 2 over here, and I've got a spare. I've got 3 Minion this time. If we fail of any of them, we'll see. And Adrenalinez gave me a little bit of a help with the base thickness. It's probably a little bit like a mil, not a mil, but micro millimeter too thick, which is probably why the buttons weren't fitting right. So we'll just tweak the printer settings a bit, so it should work now. Got to spend money to make money. That's right, Ninja. The best bit's trying to get the blue tack to hold the board without burning your fingers off at the same time. Yep. Or melting the switch, which is quite easy to do, so be careful. Because my finger burnt it. Yeah, champ last season, yeah, exactly. He actually cleaned the floor as well. I'm cool with people like that, just don't put them against me. Not when I'm trying to rank. Do you know what I mean? That's not right, is it? 3D printers are good, Ninja, but they take an incredible amount of time, mate, to do. Like these bases from Adrenalinez would have taken a long time to make. People think it's quite an easy thing to do. It's not. The tolerances are like tiny, right? So I want to get into it. I've got all the gear, but no idea. So there's a Logitech one. We don't need that. It's off the G305. That can now go in the bin. We want the Model O PCB. We're going to put these switches from the 305 basically onto the Model O PCB. That's what we're doing. Like I say, you could keep the Hawaiian greens if you wanted. On camera. Canon, you let me down. Here's my finger. With plenty of burns in this. Expect to burn yourself regularly. That's when you try to talk to people on stream. You forget what your fingers are. Yeah, I built an already Minion to make sure it works. So it's the same though, right? If this base doesn't work, so if one of these bases is slightly out, then I'll probably just pull that base. They can be slightly too out of place, so we'll just have to see. Like now we've had a build of 1 or 2 of them, I should feel a little bit better doing it. So. I don't like coming on stream and just like being super prepared, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to like not super prepared, but I don't want to show you how easy it is because I've done 500 of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, if people want to do this themselves, they've got to see how it is. That's why I see it. I think resin's a little bit heavier normally in Ninja. You're not focusing, is that what you're saying? Zoom it out a little bit, film. It's not too bad. The Canon 90D, so you're right. Does not want to play today. I need to give you a command so you can focus it for me. Is it worth it changing the switches? Total preference, mate. It's up to you, Teddy. I normally put Khalif Reds on it, but today we're just gonna. I'll take it a bit easier today. Last week we tried that. You got to remember how thick this PCB is. Remember, it was like the Zowie PCBs. This one, this is a little bit tricky to get the switches off. If you remember last time, it was tricky. I'm just trying to make it so this time today we're going to make it so it's how you would do it. You might not have the access to the switches like I've got, but I need to get a command so you can see if we can do that focus camera on the internet. You can put the focus ring on it. I'll put a motor on it or something. So definitely more PC braid this one. PC braid? Braid. Hang on, I need to get some braid 1 sec for the solder. It's gonna be a pain. Out, please. There's no way we can even chat to the camera to make that command, unfortunately. It'd be cool if we could. Do it by an app, maybe. Right, we're going to use some braid because this does not want to play ball. Always want to do the lighting as well. Doesn't help it. My hand's in the way. We're not mature enough. You've been mature with the camera. You've not flicked it over yet. Like it. Like I can trust the community. For now. The more trust I give you, the more control I'll give you over the stream. We'll select people anyway. Right. So, this one's a little bit trickier to do. Wait, it's focused, look at that. Change. He's hopefully just ping off now. Famous last words. Now I've got these commands working, we can tweak it a bit. I'll add some more to it. But I need to get working in YouTube, but then we're good. I want to green off. Bye. I just feel like my end's just not long enough. Yeah, it behaved once then. Ninja makes a change here. Yeah, I use the end of 3. You got the CR10, nice. I've just got the CR6 on order at the minute. Yeah, I just wanted to get a cheap one at the time, Minion, just so I could like see if I was going to use it. You know what I mean? Like, I've ordered the CR6. Is it the new one that's coming? They've done on Kickstarter. There's some auto leveling. If I've had any problems, it's been the leveling, especially early on. I've never done any printing before. So. I had to send one back set of warp base. That lost me about 3 months of my life trying to get that right. Ciao. See you later, Salty. Cheers for dropping by, man. Cheers, Nick Olay. Olay, is it for the follow, man? Charles? Welcome, sir. Right, other Hawano green off. We're good. Now we've got to put these 10 million China ones back on. On one. Is it too close to me now? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You see every intricate mistake I make now. I meant to drop that. Upgrading the bed springs, okay. Might do that. I like cool upgrades for it. I like the way you can tweak the Ender 3 and just like get it working and stuff. Probably if I was doing it like a bit more, I'd probably buy a more expensive one. I also want auto leveling because I can't be doing with it. You drop like you said mistake, isn't it? Like it's that thing when you curse yourself from saying it. What it's called now. Sod Law. That's the one, mate. That's the one. But it's a British thing. You say Sod's Law in America? What I like about the hybrid, like a 3D printed base, but you get a you get the shell of a proper mouse. I would say like molded resin print or whatever it is. Because you get the quality of the shell, which is where you feel it. The base quality is not as good, but you don't generally feel that, so it doesn't matter. Whereas the 3D printed mouse, I find that they're cool, but the quality of the feel's not there. If that makes sense. It feels a bit plasticky, even though the plastic feels a bit cheap, I think is probably what I'm trying to say. I never expected to ever get picky of mice in my age when I was a kid. It didn't really matter, but there's better printers coming out now though. As soon as our technology's starting to pick off a bit, I think it's going to start to see some crazy 3D printing stuff. That's right, injection mold. That's what I was thinking of. Just get these switches in, then we've got to tweak the cables, and then we're good. Be careful not to get the PCB too hot when you're doing this. Yeah, that's right, baby soda. Yeah, it's not as, like, it feels good, but yeah, it's not as, it's a bit more flexing in there, I think. Well, not as dense. You can print ABS, I guess, can't you? You could if you wanted. You'll get there in the end. It's going to take some time. Cheers for the follow, and Owens. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel, sir. I could be playing Puggy, and you're right, mate. Me and Ian have been playing Pug. Come back to it for a bit. I won't be able to do this mod, dude. Why doesn't this one want to go? There's always something wrong. Both playing your own, mate. Play next week. Chinook's taking a break anyway, isn't it, by the looks of it? It's like going to mod Chinook. Don't know when that's out, though. That's right, Ninja. Went back the other week, mate. The movement is a bit weird, mate. Not going to lie. Especially after playing, like, Rainbow Six and stuff. I like the gunfights in it. Not going to lie. I like the range. We haven't played it for about a year, have we? Definitely next week, man. There's something wrong with switches, right? No matter what you try. There's something blocking you. You update again, did you see, mate? You can't wait to go back, mate. I had gunfights. I think it was first or second round. I got shot straight away with the Kar 98 though, which just drove me insane straight off the bat. I'm there with my M16, you know what I mean? Dead. Come on. I don't like these thick PCBs. They drive me the wall. The leg's not playing. The other way to do it, just add a little bit more solder at the bottom. And that way the tip will heat up the solder into the hole. You should be able to get it through then. I won't have hair left. I've got none left, mate, so. I had loads when I started playing pool. Come on. That's just getting worse, look. Should have left the switches. No, Bob, gotta play with it. Bit of excess solder there coming through. Too much. I don't know why this leg's not moving in. Put it in for me. Should normally just drop straight in. Yay. If you've been watching me a while, you'll see there's always some issues with switches. Some of them are absolutely dead easy, and some of them don't want to play. Oh. There'll be something blocking it. A lump on it or something, I don't know. Get a bit hot there. You can see that. Gets too hot, it will go funny. Switch the putty. We could mess it up a little bit. A bit dirty now. That's been a while, this putty. Blue tack as it's known. Who's the center pin? G305 light speed come in. It did, Timo, pretty sure. I don't remember the top of my head, mate, but fancy in the old G502. I've got some killer switches to change. Could try that, Teddy, but the trouble is you can't line up the holes that easily. I know what you mean. This should be fairly easy. That middle one, there we go. Give it to pull down, give it up. Let me iron down a little bit. Here's Brian Kang, glad you're enjoying, mate. Try modding my basilisk, burnt myself. Ooh, mate, that sounds like a painful burn, mate. You catch yourself in your iron. Ow. It should be fairly easy, but get in. These thicker PCBs, man. Finally. Just for follow, Lucci Havian, is it? Sorry, man, if I murdered your name there. Welcome, sir. We've sold an item from Amazon basket. Lol. Chicken out, Ninja. You were saying, I think Teddy placed it in the putty and then pushed down like this, weren't you? Can do that as well. You can't get it flat, yeah, it's a bit flush. Right, there we go, finally. Oh man, that was a bit of a mish. There's always a mission with switches. Now we've got focus camera. Ah, a bit hotter than expected. Now we've got there. Come on, just manually focus it. I think. Now we've got the G305 10mm Chinese switches on the Model O PCB. Yeah, the Viper, it's beautiful. Yep, it's a nice mouse, man. You get the optical switches, nice. Not people who are wondering when they can change the switches on the new razors, and you can. I've done it. Easily just unplug them and switch them nice and easily, no problemo. Right, now we have to look at these. This is the Logitech G305 cable here that was on the switches. We need to remap these on. So blue goes this way around. There's blue left, white middle, green on the right. You could extend these slightly as well if you wanted. Never mind. What a noob. How much you charge for a G Pro wireless with the Leaf forums installed? Just the switches, which is 25 quid, and the G Pro is 129.99, so plus postage. So I think it's like 15 to Europe and 20 to the US, 30 anywhere else. So go to our shop, mate, which is shop.beardedbob.com, and check it on there, mate. Price it all up for you. For some reason my link's not working on Twitch. What this mod, Astra? How much time? Probably about another hour or so, mate, at least. In the UK, not too long, mate. Who wonders? Probably about a week, depends. Sometimes it's tricky to get the G Pro. I haven't got any in at the minute because they're hard to get. They're usually about a week. We're running out of them at the minute because of COVID. I'm just going to tap a bit more solder on this corner. Careful not to solder them together. Easier said than done. Focus. Yeah. But what it's out, manually focus. Look at manual for now. I've had enough this week of this camera. I'm waiting for the latest, I think it's the R5 from Canon. Pick that one. This is where this tip becomes a bit awkward. I prefer my other one. The more intricate stuff. The Ghost version, nice mate. I'm like, hey Nate, how you doing, man? What a Ghost, mate? I've also got a Pixel, the nice one. But they are pricey. Right, so it's blue, white, green. If you want to do this mod yourself, you can buy this base from Adrenalinez. This is base off Etsy. Just put model low in wireless and you'll find it. It looks like when it's done. Got 3 ghosts. Nice. You're finally getting a bit dirty. Should be easy to wipe though, shouldn't it? I'll give myself 3rd-degree burns. Gotta take your time. So that switch is now converted. That's done. Good. Now we get to move on. Right, so now we get to do the main buttons. On this one we need 1 base, which we've got here. This is the 3D printed base. I haven't seen it yet. Focus. And then you have to print off these bits. You've got 2 hooks for the front and then 2 basically plates to sit your buttons on. Cheers Nate for the $2, man. Have you tried making the G305 wireless glossy? No, I haven't. Not yet, mate. A few people have done it though. I think Science Tech's done it. But I've not done it myself. Second-degree burns your last hand, Brian. Oh. That's right, yeah. So I glued them last time, but you hook them in here, and then you can use the screw in the base, which is the hole there. Just push it out, and then you can pull them tighter. And that's one of the problems where we had an initial problem at the start, if you remember. We had a bit of a problem at the beginning trying to do that. Got like little plugs in the base here. Push these out. Like so. Without trying to skew your hand. Did you have any experience with soldering before, Mice? I used to mod consoles, like PS2s and 3s and stuff like that. I used to do that, but before that, not really. It was just like me teaching myself. Yeah, I think you're right, Nate. Sand and polish it and just give it that kind of shimmy china, don't you? And then you have to put a lacquer on it, don't you? You're going to need quite a pointed tool to push this out. Quite thin. Or the world's smallest screwdriver with their cat hair. pull other parts to make it rechargeable. So we can push it out with a screw. Could be large. Anyway, we'll come back to that. I need to push those out. Which do you recommend, Khalith's or Japanese on ROMs? Mate, they're both very similar. I like both. I can't decide yet. I'm planning to do a video on all of them, which I've been trying to do for the last month. Compare them all. And if I'm honest, I'm hoping something of that comes out to help me decide, because they're both very good. Hey, Vatara. How you doing, man? Welcome, sir. How are you today, sir? You working on some more project? Just Brian Co 815 man. Cheers for the follow, man. Don't burn yourself, man. Right. We need the main left and right switches, which are these ones. We've got to desolder them from the PCB, and then we've got to put them through these little plates. Hey, Adrenalinez. Welcome, sir. Yeah, a little more tactile. We'll be doing some tests on the motor, man. The man himself, that's right. Dead Nick says, how are you, mate? Trying to follow your guide a bit more this time, Adrenalinez. This is the master of the man who created it. I've just started using the I believe Reds a lot because I like them, but I like a lot of switches, to be fair. It also depends on what Meister is. Cheers, Kevin QH, for the follow, man. Appreciate it, man. We're going for Khalif Reds this time. We're just going to try and get the mod to work, and then we'll change them out. Once we're happy. A lot of emails, 500, mate. Damn. I always hate that. Doesn't get too much solder in there. Bring you a bit more intimate. Some pictures, Teddy, when you make that one, mate. Oh. Switches today. You have to do solder switches. Be a lot quicker. Don't know, Brian, probably about an hour or two. More like 2 hours probably. But if you get up to speed, probably a bit quicker. Depends how tricky the switches have been. One out. Goodbye, PCB. Whipped. I think this was the killer last time with the bait. Definitely. Right, just going to use braid. Just want to play it with the solder pump today. We'll just soak it up instead. This music reminds me of Big Brother for some reason. Don't know why. I can get that solder sucker to work, but fortunately braid works just fine. Yeah, exactly. I'm about 50-50, mate. Like sometimes I'll go for the solder pump first, which I just originally gave up on it because it was always a pain, but I go for it now a little bit, and then I give up after a bit when I know it's not going to work or it's just going to take longer. I go straight for braid because braid's a bit more reliable, I think. Yeah, that's right. It does gain shrouder. It goes down when I talk, mate. The plant? Sometimes, anyway. Fine. Opinion of the Zowie 13. Didn't hate it. I'd one before. Wasn't a hater. Same problems. Zowie scroll wheel sucked. And that good. Side button's a little bit mushy. Right. So the right hand one is black and white. These aren't as tricky now to put in, is they? Adrenalinez give me a little tweak. Or calibrate my printer differently anyway. I didn't expect the mod to be so sensitive to the thickness. Like, that's what I hadn't anticipated. Like base and how tight they were up against the shell. That's one of the problems we found. Okay, black one first, the front. I'm just going to do them on the side a bit lower down this time. I did them higher up last time, the solder. Yep, there's the first one. Use different glue. Okay. You're not into the glue, mate. You mean then the glue gun? Is that what you're saying, Dad? Right, second switch. You left a switch. Seeing there, I feel like seeing up a little bit in this casing. Temp 2, sure is stealth. We got a few bases this time. Use super glue. Okay, fair enough. Got a bit of a lower profile of super glue. This one I might glue at the bottom here, maybe. See if it lifts up. Because the buttons were too high up, base was a little bit too thick on the print. So they were sitting too flush against the shell, against the plunger. Skull and G-Pro put together. Yeah, it's an expensive mod. But like the Hattie and G-Pro, that'd be expensive, but you get a shell, but there's a lot of modding to do on that Hattie shell to do it. I can't be bothered with it, not yet anyway. Maybe if I got really bored. Right, black at the front, red at the back. There we go. Nice one. Oops. So we're just going to try the buttons first before I continue, make sure they're good. The other way around. Like so. Tools with 3D printed base, so you're careful screwing and unscrewing them, so. Would ceramic feet work on the G305? They worked on the G-Pro wires, I've tested them on there, but I've heard people also reporting they're having lift-off distances on the G-Pro with the Lipex, is it? Ceramic, so. Depends on the pad, I think. You're looking at what kind of problems with the pad and stuff you're going to have, so. Right, now we get to do the charging port. This is the extender cable for the battery. Don't need these. I need some more cable. I'm going to make them a bit longer this time. If you remember on the first attempt, they were a little bit shorter. When you try and wrap them in the case, they're going to be a little bit tight. No sound. It should be sound, mate. I've probably just gone quiet, Teddy. Without the battery. You're just going to do it without the battery and leave it cabled. Is that what you're saying there? The battery's about 5 grams, I think. You get 70. Adrenalinez, remind me otherwise. She's core pads at the minute. Very wise, mate. Get some better wires for every stream. Is the one to buy the G305 electricity without buying the whole mouse? What do you mean you just want to buy the parts to do this mod? You could buy a broke one, dude. Bring back the blue tack. Alright, see you in a bit, minion. No worries, man. Enjoy your shower. This puppy on. I was older than I know. Would it be possible to make it with the USB-C? Let's see, why not? I guess you'd have to change the soldering port on the battery, maybe, or you could the micro. You could change that out though, or you could just make the front USB-C and then chip convert. I don't think you should be able to do that. Never tried it. Never looked to, but it might depend on how much the battery can take. Okay, there you go. You're talking about in the front, Adrenalinez, is that what you're saying? That didn't work out. I need to change my tip now, so I've gone for a thicker tip. And now it's a lot more difficult. Now I've broken the air again. Get another one. What's that? Cut the plastic. Back in a sec. Try a different one. Might just do the cable first. Excuse me. The trickiest bit, I think. Battery mode. So I was trying to get the solder, like it's difficult to get the connection as well. Can get a little bit fragile, easily break off, which is when the gun's good, they go with the solder gun then. Solder gun? The blue gun. You get some solder on the tip of it. Made your G Pro 69 grams, nice man. What'd you do to it? What mods did you do? There's one on. Do some AliExpress, mate. Jeeper would make it difficult to ship. Just going through scavenging a bit of sold off the floor. So this is ground on the left, and then just 5 volt on the, sorry, ground on the right, 5 on the left. Tip's not very good. This, maybe I should have let's pick a smaller tip, but there we go. Connect the other connection to it, that's good. Cook. It'll Dremel out in the Jeeper, I like it, mate. Do it. Right, that one's on. Problem is, it gets a little bit fragile. This goes into the back of the battery. So let me get my glue gun on. There we go. Glue gun this puppy in. Modern problems require modern solutions. Very true. Kaz? What do I like better, the Air Ninja 58 or G Pro? G Pro, mate. I don't like the flared front on the Air 58. Mine was more like an Air 65 as well. Get this secured with a bit of glue, and then we'll move on to the next piece. What you're doing? We're making a Model O wireless with using the G305 PCB and the Adrenalinez 3D printed base that he sells. Doing it with a wireless Model O basically. That is the plan. Right, here we go. Second attempt today. So many holes of no material left. You're going full on crane mode on it, mate. Is that what you're looking to do? I'll support this a bit further on the back. Like the bare shell remaining. I like it. Right. No chance to get too much glue string everywhere. Now we end up with this going to plug straight into the battery, basically. It's almost like a little extension cable. That's what it is. Should do is make these similar lengths. Exactly, mate. If you've got an extra shell, why not, mate? Go for it. No, first we had some locking problems. I didn't follow the full guide, to be fair, and then I broke the base at the end, so hence we printed a few more bases off this time. Right, got the solder iron back on. Extension plug. It's quite an intricate mod, this, to be fair. Games you play the most? I'd like to play a lot of different ones, but at the moment I'm playing a lot of Siege. Well, a lot. I play every Friday, let's be honest. I don't get that much time to play. But I also like Oxygen Not Included. I like Call of Duty. They're the ones I'm playing at the minute. I saw Mint Shelter one the other day on like with Falcon's channel, gaming one. It's like a survival strategy thing. No, don't play Valorant, mate. No siree. Right, so now we have to put this in. Now we go for ground is, yeah, ground's this side, 5 volts this side. Right. No, ground's left. Let's just around. Ground's on the left, 5 volts on the right. Hang on, ignore that totally, because it's actually that way around. And ground is here on the right, and 5 volts on the left. Right. 5 volt on the left, which is my orange one. My PC's still broken. Gutted, mate. No, Valorant, and a lot of people seem to like Valorant. I haven't got the time really, and it doesn't really float my boat, so now I'm not interested. People seem to think it's pretty popular. You're going to buy this mod. This base is on Etsy. Can't share the link. I mean, it's broken on my thing for some reason, but search for Adrenalinez or the Model O, you'll find it. And buy this base. Not liking this tip for this stuff. I have to turn it over. It's a bit too thick for this one. It's good for taking the switches off. Not good for doing this intricate soldering though. We should have changed it. I hope it's not as buggy as Siege. Yeah, agreed. That's why I never played Siege at the start. So bad. There we go. Probably not the tidiest job. I need a tighter nip, a tighter bit. Right, one sec. Glue going back on. As you remember, on the first time we did this, they kept pinging off these connections. Thanks, you. Study's always better, mate. You gotta keep studying. And when you're older, you'll be able to do what you want. No, there's just 2 wires, mate. There's a secondary bit in a minute. So this is like the extension cable, and then there's the other piece, isn't there, that goes into the front. And then we've got one to go on the. Oh no, this one goes on the front. Yeah, this just goes into the front. This is the extension all the way back to the power things. Yeah, I will wait, no worries, mate. Don't be drastic. Certainly won't. Still got to try and get familiarised with this mod. I've done it enough. I'll wait in a minute so you know how heavy it is without any of the mods, because you don't have to mod the battery. Maybe we shouldn't first. Maybe we should just do it without modding it. I know we talked about this before, didn't we? You do have to mod it, don't you? You have to mod it to be able to solder to it. Yeah, we'll find out. Maybe nearly done yet. We're not far off, I don't think. Right, here's the battery. There's the battery unmodded. We have to mod the battery and then we have to solder some wires to it, don't we? Keep doing that. 8 grams modded, or the other one. Should be a similar weight. Bit heavier, 8.4. Lemonade. Right. Now we've got this extension cable. See, we've glued it up to death. And hold the points in place. Yeah, the other part we mod on, which we got, is we have to use the older part of the 305, and that clips into the motherboard. This is the extension to the front PCB, and this is the extension from the battery into the PCB. So this one's going to go. It goes like that on the front, and then you can plug it into the charging port. This one goes into the back of the battery, like so. And then that goes into the PCB, that connection. Right. But we have to turn my glue gun off, 1 sec. We have to split the battery in order to, ow, bit glue my finger, to be able to connect that wire to it. We have to split the battery. Can't, unless you can. Which is where I originally thought we wouldn't have to mod the battery, but you do. Glue gun, 1 sec. We don't unplug that, we'll have a load of glue everywhere. Okay, fair enough. Cheers for the tip there, John. I'm sure we'll insta-kill the battery, mate. Cheers. I'm gonna blow it up. Good tip. You've blown a few batteries up with John Lines. Pro tip. Yeah, exactly. Get this out. My iron's just warming up. Take this spring off here. 5 batteries. It could be that way tonight, mate. Surprise me if we did a few tonight, accidentally. I killed one. Learn by your mistakes, mate. I killed one last week. So. Right. So, get out of the way of the base for a minute. Let's do the battery mod next then. This is my last 400 milliamp. So I've got the spare one there that I picked off. Tried that with a voltmeter. I think I know which connections we need to use. Ready to set the house on fire, we shall see. Bring up the world's smallest screwdriver for this one. Survived it, did. The reason these things are tiny, man. I prefer if we didn't have to do the battery mod on this. Fry the PCB. There's a chance here we could fry it. We might be coming back for a fourth attempt on it. So it's like when you're live, there's no room for mistake, right? My hands can barely hold this thing. You don't actually need that small screwdriver, it's just the thought of bring it out a bit fun. I have no idea what I got from, probably a cracker. Get one with a bigger handle. Yeah, I will. I've got one, I think. This casing was so difficult to break. Split it once you've split the screw. There you go. I'm going to try and pull out the jacket again. Sure, the last one was clean. Yep. Don't know why these ones are super glued into this jacket. It's still going to be pretty heavy. $7 grams. Still going to be a little bit heavy, this battery. I'll have to play around. Not tonight though, we'll just try and get it working tonight, I think. Go easy, Bob. No. This is it. We got to blow this one up. Oh. That's the trust, man. Right. Now in Adrenalinez manually, it should tell me which battery it is. This one's slightly different again. It's screwed and then you have to break the... Oh, you have to break it. There's like, oops, like clipped into itself. Like clips into that little clips on the jacket. Yeah. Big spicy noodles. I can't remember which way around this one. I think this is a USB connection and the spring, if I'm right. I can't remember which one is. Adrenalinez guide. Yeah, there's the guide. So 5 volt is the spring, and the ground's the USB jacket. Yeah. Could be some button batteries. This is a tricky part. You've got to solder this black cable to the USB casing, which is where we had problems last time. Easier said than done. Iron down a little bit. You can remove this metal jacket. I'm not going to do that just now because it's not easy. So just got to try and get a bit of solder on the side of the USB casing here. And we can see we're going to be able to attach the cable to it, hopefully, and we should be good. Hopefully, fingers crossed, as long as I don't break it in the process. Easier said than done. Definitely got to try and get a thinner tip back on this. These stuff. This bit is tricky. Yes. Get a bit more solder on here. Nice one. The spring is just as difficult. The black one brings up to cut it, make it a bit shorter, but no, and then the red one goes to the spring on the end here. I think using the PCB. There we go. That's a little bit intricate, that one. Like so. Now we're going to glue it again, so we get our glue gun on. And then we're ready to put it together, I think. Hopefully it fits and works. Fingers crossed. It took us an hour and 40 so far. Glad you're enjoying these, a little bit trickier. If you want to buy Adrenalinez's base, you can buy it there on Etsy. And then we're just going to basically cover this in a bit of glue. Actually, the contacts will pull off, which is certainly one of the weaker parts, I think. Got to make sure you don't go at the front of the USB charging port, because I don't think you'll be able to connect it. Very good. Added support here, but still ping off no mark. Not the tidiest job. Okay. Voila. The housing on the USB battery, or USB batteries, probably a little bit, about 2 grams, something like that. You can get it off, some of them do ping off. This one just seems to be a bit tricky on these ones. You save a bit of weight. Right, let's try and piece it together then. One of the original fitting in things is to try and work out how you want to wire in the front USB port. We just have to mock it up. See if it catches on the scroll wheel, for instance. Because you want it rubbing on it. Tricky to see in it. Just seeing if I can get it to lie flat on the base. When you apply pressure onto the PCB, you're going to rub probably a little bit. Just catching the back of the glue on the PCB. They kinked it again in the Adrenalinez. Really? But that was one of the points of tweaking it, wasn't it? We were taking out that kink in the cable. Did not learn. There's quite a few failures, didn't they? That's why they originally changed it. Originally changed it. There we go. There is a little crap on the PCB. Adrenalinez is put in there. There's probably a bit less glue and you might be able to fit it in there nice and easily, but it should just go in this one, I think, yeah. I'll realise glue guns. Sealed up. On. Shorter for the front packaging cable. Okay, yeah, I mean the packaging was a bit long on it, but I thought it was pretty. Don't know. Check I put this in, but yeah, if they've shortened it again, it will have more of it, which is one of the reasons why people were returning them. Now it's plugged in my glue. Yeah, I'm waiting for a Model D to come. They look pretty cool. You just changed the cable, did you? Drastic. Good price if you got it for that, man. You could change it. Okay, charging ports on. The bit that caused problems last time, the front PCB. Might go around the left side. A tiny bit, then put the MUSB on it. Don't make it too high. Okay, what you mean. Stop it wiggling, is that what you're saying? Alright, like the tip. Put it down here. The height's the issue on this. Every little bit. I'm more concerned about getting it too high. You don't get more fitting issues. On camera. Got one job. The only problem you always have with going on the scroll wheels is they'll catch cable potentially. I made a fatal mistake last time. Was using too much glue, so that's enough now. As well, not enough just to pin it. Because then too much glue will set the height. bit better this time. Can you route them around the front scroll wheel? Yeah, you could do that. You could bring them around the front here, Ninja. What are you saying? Around here instead. With the lie flat, they should be okay. I need to just ping out these two screw pings on the bottom, which I forgot. I'm trying to stab myself in the finger or snap the base at the same time. There you go, like that. Yeah, last time we routed them under here, if you remember, and it lifted up the switch. So try this way instead today. You mod him on where you watch it. Yeah, you went down. You go around the side here, I guess. That's what I try, like a little bit flatter in there. But yeah, fine. Okay, this one. Just stab myself in the hand, and we're good. Adrenalinez will make them for you if you want, and he'll give you the base if you want one. That's like it's fine under there. So I put a little bit of glue on the corners to pin it, but it seems okay. Guess we'll find out. And the old screw wheels back. Scroll wheel, the side buttons, yeah. It's a bit I did last time. I didn't put it through the PCB, but every time. Forget that bit every time. They have to they have to go through the PCB. Ah, right, hang on. We go get him soldering iron back on. Should be pretty quick. No pun intended. Like not normally how you do it. Not normally how you do it. You're supposed to solder it through the PCB. That's what I forgot. Every time. I knew it was going too smoothly. Testing you again, people. No one picked that up again, did you? Always let me down. I give you one test, you failed. Wait for my iron to fire up, and then we're off. It'd be easier if I can keep my iron on. You do more than most people there, Ninja, mate. You got brave to take the mouse apart to put power cord in. Don't mess it up. I'll bank on it. This is the crucial bit now. We want to make sure the fit's right. Yeah, most people won't take the mice apart, mate. You're taking your mouse apart, which is in the brave category. Supposed to go like that. Yeah, exactly, mate. Next logical step, electronics, mate. Get soldering. Just deciding how to do it. Chilled, relaxed zen, like you say. But get in there, mate. Try a few, see what happens. The reason I'm being a little bit cautious there, I've got to make sure I do it right. I don't probably mess it up. I don't have to readdress it again. Bit of left-handed soldering. Well, DF20F versus, you want a softer clip? I don't know, not off the top of my head, I'm not sure, mate. I'd have to test them. I'm going to do a chart so people will know, but at the moment I can't remember. Someone might be able to tell you though. I think the first ones are, but I'm not sure. Right, do this one. You won't have to do this if you do it right first time. Well, rum and coke, mate. I used to drink steady as your hand. Tonight I'm not, for doing really intricate soldering, especially on consoles when I used to do them back in the day. You need a crazy steady hand. I used to drink. And then black and red again. Black at the front, red at the back. Next one. Works on to solder here, left-handed and right-handed, if you notice. Next level of soldering going on. Look at mate, drinking steady as your hands. Like, see, it's like in Siege when we're playing Siege, right? After a few beers, we're much more accurate because our hands have steadied. So, same with soldering, mate. Right, that's how they should go. We should solder through the PC, mate, which I forget every time. Back into the top. Probably done something not right here. Back into the PCB. Now we should be ready to screw it down, hopefully. Pro tip: drink before you solder. That's true, Teddy. That as well, mate. You don't overthink anything. You just go with the flow, don't you, mate? You're more zen usually, anyway. I wouldn't normally put as many screws back in this, but because I don't want it to flex up the PCB, I'm going to. Because of the print, let's make sure it grips a bit tighter. Well, this feels already tighter than the first one we did. You can see now. So I've got to be careful putting too much glue at the front here. On camera. Yeah. Go back. That little blue notch which pushes against the USB. So you just got to be careful that you don't get too much on there, which is what Adrenalinez was saying, because then you can't get the buttons down far enough. Hopefully, it's not going to be a problem for us in this one. Be very careful when tightening these screws because they will strip very easily. I feel like that one there is stripped, but we shall see. Which mouse skates would you recommend for the base? I don't know. Adrenalinez, would you recommend any? I'm probably going to try some Zyro ones if I've got some, which I think I have in the box. This nice big flat area, and generally the ones people like using. Generally good. Some Hyperglide ones. A little bit tighter to the base this time than last time. Try the fit first. Make sure we're happy with the buttons. Siege is good siege. It's the only way siege should be played, right? Got to chop out the front a little bit. You see that on the shell? You have to do that first. Now I use some 3D printing ones to cut this away. I'm going to go as high as I did in the last one. Yeah, you could reuse the stock ones. FK2 Hyperglide, there you go. Yeah, a bit of Zyro ones, FK. It says you could reuse the stock. There, we could use it, probably reuse those, but I might put Zyro ones on it. Try that. They actually fit. So many wires in this thing. A rat's nest. Feels okay. So now we can put in the these little hooks to print off. Yeah, a lot of people like the Hyperglide feet. Hyperglide feet, the Zyro feet, Hyperglides. Probably should have done this first, to be fair. Screw them tighter to hold in this pin, which is where I did it wrong last time. I ended up gluing them, but it definitely works better now. It's a bit more printed to a better tolerance, I guess you say. You going with some FK2s on yours there, Drastic? What I've done here is screw them till I can just feel them biting, and they hook into the front. There you go. You decide which mouse you really like. What's your favourite mouse? I'm gonna mock it up. Make sure it fits. I'll put the battery in, and I think we're ready to play with it. Won't curse myself just yet. We've been here before. I think we're good. Oh. Cheaper or the Intelli one, is it? I just put the front buttons there so you can see a bit easier when you're looking into the hooks. When we try and hook it in, get the battery. Now this has to go right the way back. Cheers, Zappling. Zappling is it for the follow? Cheers, man. We had a problem last time again, further with the fit, where the side buttons were hitting the front there. I might flip them on this side. As long as it can hit the type for the connection on the back, let's go this side. Yeah, like that actually. Hey, right, let's get some glue. Got a glue gun, and hopefully now we are very close. Get my glue gun plugged in. Again. Right. Get this battery in. Let's not mess this one up. Last time we broke one in here. Give it a bit of a spin. Make sure it works. And then we'll try it more on Friday if that's good. We'll glue that bit better. Make sure it fits first. Like glue my finger, just glue in the battery. I'm going to put too much on it. It might rattle around. Nice glue in. Use that there. If we open, we've got to ping it off hopefully without snapping it this time. What we did last time. First mistake, I didn't plug in the extension cable. Make sure you do that before you make sure you do that before you glue it in. record your solder job you've done. Done that before I put it in the battery first. Before I put the battery in first. Damn it. Glad I've got a bit of longer cable this time. Not easy now. Which mouse should you buy for £30? Tricky one. G305 second hand maybe? It's not easy trying to do it while it's inside the mouse. There we go. Oof. Bit concerned where that metal came from. And put the switch in the bottom. Ooh. Damn it. Let's put the G305 switch in the bottom. Don't forget that. Ah! Burn your hand on the glue. It's a bit I didn't want to do, is have to take it out. Looks flawless. Yeah, well, we'll see. Like your confidence. Don't want to ping up front. I have to take out the front PCB, which I didn't really want to do it. So you learn from my showing you here what you need to do before catastrophic mistakes you shouldn't make. You ever been ram ranched? No idea what that is. I say no. Button in. Right, let's try again. So I probably put all the screws in this base. You can keep it pinned. Keep it as low to the tight as you can to the base of the PCB. These buttons work. Please, that's why I'm open this time, right? It's difficult, there's not really an easy way to check it. This doesn't work, we've got a different base. We can try a different base, but I'm open. Like a 3D printer, the 3D printer doesn't do the best threads. This one feels a little weak. I need a screw. Whoa. There we go. It's like a porno. I think I want to go to that ranch. That's all I'm saying. Right, hopefully now we can piece this together. It should be it. Should be the final piece. Don't they do drastic, mate? I love cleaning the rollers on those balls back in the day. There was not a bit there. Missed that. Oh, right. That now. Right, try and get the fit right. Deja vu. Where's that? Google. If you haven't played with a ball mouse, you're missing out. I would say. Little hooks. That's the front. They're pretty close tolerance. Try and push in gently. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You don't get the front end though. The lasers exist. Lasers. You're lucky, mate. Just gotta keep backing these screws off until you get the hooks in the front. This one's fully out. The left one's maybe catching. There's a bit in this mod I do not like. It's this final bit. Getting these hooks over. Oof. Like we tried them before, they were fine. Trying them now, no bueno. They're even unscrewed now, I think. Goodbye, screw. They used to be mice without even scroll wheels. That's what people are always like, oh, scroll wheels now, but used to get mice without them back in the day. You get these as loose as you can, these front hooks. There we go. Tighten them back up. I'm trying to keep it together. And I just pull it in nicely. Edit which ones using the rear, these ones. Can't remember which ones we had. Adrenalinez watches the video of this mod and just like, what the hell? Is that how you do it, man? His sister's tweezers. That's a great idea, Ninja. Never thought about that idea, mate. Yes! Well, the buttons work. DPI is a little bit ropey, but I've not put the little DPI plate on it this time. Now we've just got to see if it turns on, right? Exactly, minion. It's alive! Yeah, you can either buy it from Adrenalinez or me, Thomas, but Adrenalinez is doing them at the minute. I'll probably do them in the future. So, hit him up, man, if you want one. Adrenalinez 412 on Twitter. Not sure about the other address, but you do it for you if you want, mate. There you go. Cheers, Adrenalinez. There you go. It feels crisp, man. I do like the way Adrenalinez, you've got pretty much no pre-travel in this thing. I mean, you can adjust it, I guess, by the front screws. Right, let's go. Let me switch around my stream and we'll plug it in and see if it works. You have to give me about 5 minutes, yeah? I'll switch it over. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's we put some feet on it first. We go get some feet, one sec. Let's do that. And we'll try it out. Our 61 was going to be on point. We should see what it weighs actually, shouldn't we? Let's weigh it. And 64. Try the feet. Let's try it with the feet and then re-weigh it. These are Z2. What time is it for me? 11:15 at night. These are for Ergo, I think. Will do from that. $70.5. Is that your guess, mate? 71. I'm gonna go for 72.5. These are some big ass feet. Shouldn't have covered the screws. That was a new mistake. I want to cover the front ones, but probably shouldn't, given we haven't tried it yet. But EC, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I thought it were slightly off. Probably want the FK, but they'll do. Ooh, 71.9. It's just you, Ninja, by I say 72.5. No, it's me, I think. 74. Come on, Adrenalinez. Look at that. We do need to get that battery casing off, but you're right. Trim some of your base out, mate. Don't you worry. We're going to get more weight out of this. I can get that to about 65. 72 grams, yeah. Pretty much. Right, let me switch over this stream to my other cam, and then we'll check it out. See what see how it plays like. Oh yeah, it's glossy as well, you're right, yeah. Right, let me just flip this camera over. Give me about 5 minutes, yeah. Extra gram for it being glossy. Yeah, should we hear on a different mic now? See my PC, we're not plugged it in yet. Let's give it a plug in. So we need to use the dongle in. It might not work still, we'll find out. Not detected something. Ain't detected it. Oh, come on. Yeah, break, man. No. Maybe it needs a bit of power. Maybe the battery's flat. plug it in down here 1 sec, so it works. I was assuming it might have some charge, but it's glowing red inside. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep, okay. Just needs plugging in. Right, let me find a longer cable and we're good. Panic's over. Right, I'll find a longer cable for it. 1 second. Just testing you all again. Finding that. Right. It works. It's alive. Right, exactly. Right, let me just let that charge up a sec. I'm going to go to the toilet very quickly and we'll be back and then we'll give it a spin. Call of Duty is also just downloading, so give me a second and then we'll be back and we'll give it a whirl here. But it's working. Yes! It's alive! I'm back. Right. Now it's time to give it a spin then. Should charge quick, we'll find out, I don't know. How quickly battery do you have left? Can't tell how much battery it's got, can we? It's not 3 bars. Right, I need to just switch on my buttons. Forward. Set my profile the same as my G Pro. I think it's Q&E. Just check. Still got about 20 gig to download. It's done 10 or 15 gigs, so just give me a minute to take a gig a second before we play Call of Duty because it wants to troll me every time I load Call of Duty. There's a patch, man. At least this time it's not doing 2K a second. Right, let's just keep it charging while we wait for this to finish. I'll take her out. Nice. Put it to 100. Yeah, okay, we'll tweak it. No worries. We'll give it a whirl tomorrow on stream for Siege. We'll take it out. I quite like the Model O shape, so. 800 DPI, so we're doing 1,000 pole. Yeah, boy. I'd give him an email, Thomas, since he put his email in before. Have a look, man. We're going to try and do a lighter mod on it. 18 gig. We're ready to rock now. Scroll wheel works. Yeah, man. Well, it took what, about an hour and 50, probably 2 hours to do it without doing them before. Well, a few attempts. And now it's working, man. How does it feel compared to the G Pro? I'm definitely a fan of the Model O, like shape or Zowie FK2, I've got to be honest. Feels like the weight's maybe slightly to the back. Don't know. Like I do like the shape though. I probably prefer the shape of the Model O, if I'm honest. Do like it. Being this a little bit flared at the front. I'm a fan of this one. Like I did used to use it, but I just didn't want it because it was wired. Just checking the buttons were it. There we go. X. Thought I put an E. Alright, changed it. Alright, switch. I don't like the new software from Logitech. You can fix it to hold it up here, but it's just awkward. There we go. What we got? 14 gig left. Okay, man. I know I keep going back to the old one, but it's just there's a reason why I've got to use the new one. But I'm not a fan of it. I definitely prefer the old Logitech hub. It continuously just tries to fight with me to what I want it to do. Where's the battery level on this? I thought it had one on here, like the G Pro, it showed the battery level. But overall, yeah, I like the feeling of it. It's definitely a bit nicer, man. Like, I quite like the chunky score wheel of the 305 as well, to be fair. There's one thing I need to do. I need to do some more latency tests with the G305 lightning speed. It should be the same as the G Pro wireless, but I don't know. I've got a feeling it's not. Interesting to see though. Can we play now? I still find on this one like my finger still hangs slightly on the right hand side of it, like I'm doing a 1-3-1. It doesn't fit fully on the side. It kind of twists my wrist when I do that. Whereas on the G Pro, my hand naturally sits like a 1-2-2. I feel like my ring finger's always going to like ride up the side a little bit. Okay, doesn't read correctly on live. Fair enough. Every 2 weeks is decent. That was nice, man. Need some Cleef Reds in it now, or something. Japanese on runs, maybe. Come on, Call of Duty. Why? What's it doing now? Scanning game files. Why? Why is every time you want to play it, it's freaking. It's changing it. Do you know what I mean? Every time I want to play this thing, it plays around. Exactly, Ninja. Every time, mate. Come on. I don't know what they're doing. It must be about 200 gig the entire game by now. For the same length. They're the same length, really, aren't they? The FK2. Sorry, the Model O. And G Pro maybe a little bit longer, the Model O. The only thing about the Model O is I find the right hand side button, the front one, hard to reach. Whereas in the G Pro it's a bit easier, curves my hand up more, it seems to feel like it's crunched in a bit more. This one just feels the front one just feels just like the way where I'm like, you can see my hand, it almost twists on the mouse. Whereas I can't hold it, I should be able to hold it like square. You can see it's just out, you can tell there. It's almost just out the way, it almost has to sit a bit like crooked in my hand for me to get the front button. That'd be the only thing I would say for my 18 by now. Come on. Yeah, proper download speed. You know what, I'm just going to play... let's play Siege. And just do Terrorist Hunt for now and then play tomorrow with it. I thought it would be ready, but not wanting to play. Let's play Siege. Cheers for the follow, Fox sorry, Fox Ateka. Cheers for the follow. Is there room for your ring finger and pinky on the Model O? It's probably going to be a little bit small, I think, Inferno. I've got one. I've not actually unboxed it. I don't know why. I should have, but I feel like it's going to be small for me. The Viper's too small for me. Do you know what I mean? Where's Siege gone? Nothing wants to play today. Bob, after trying the Death Adder Mini, is it smaller than the EC2A? I'd say so. I'm not sure. I've not measured it properly. Yeah, boy, we'll have to check the measurements. I didn't think I was going to like the Scroll Mini, but I did. Whereas I probably shouldn't have. But I didn't like the Death Adder. I couldn't get on with it on the Friday. Even Siege didn't want to play now. Wow. Nothing wants to play today. Oh, there we go. Slightly decided to wake up 5 years later. Maybe it's doing something with it's rinsing my SSD or something. Call of Duty. I like medium-sized mice, I'd say, joystick. Like, I don't like some of the really large ones, but some of them aren't too bad, right? But the Model O, the Viper Mini, the G Pro, that's my kind of size. I do like a bit of support just under my palm, even though I don't really palm, which is weird. I know, sounds weird. Battlegrounds. My battery's going flat already. Let's try it anyway. Well, we're playing with it tomorrow night. Blue cherry blues there. I got it to test because people know the cherry blue sound, so I got it so people can hear them against other keys. Exactly, Ninja. It's working, man. The buttons are working. The wireless is working. Oh, it crashed. Oh my god, not even Siege isn't working. What? Oh my days. What have they done? Maybe it's Call of Duty messing it up while it tries to install. I don't know. Oh, the mouse works. Now I can't play a game. We will get this to go. I want to see what it plays like. Seems alright. Not doing much. Took a long time to load Caesar. You got it crashing as well, Minion. Is that what you're saying? Oh, you got the same keyboard, you mean? I prefer 65. I don't like there's no dedicated delete key. I have to use function backshift, which I hate. And there's no arrow keys, which makes it really difficult for me to tidy it up. Yeah. Pretty sure I updated main video drivers recently, mate. One of the latest ones. It won't be that that's causing it to crash to Johnny Boy. Yeah, I thought that, mate. It's not. It's same hard drive, but it's not nailing it. Well, so it says. 70%. Still okay. 100%. Some bandwidth left. Yeah, it's an NVMe, I think, mate. Actually, was it an SSD? This one. It's two SSDs. This one, and the other one's an NVMe. But... You can play around with them, Robin, if you want. I'm not interested. Remap them. I don't want to hold a function key to use arrow keys and delete. That's all. I want it just to be a dedicated key, which you could remap, but then I'll use some other key function. Right? 65 seems to be the way. I think it's nice and tiny, as you say, Minion. It's still it's giving me some keyboard. I do a lot of typing, so that's my problem. I could do the numeric keypad. As if it crashes again. Oh my days, what's happened to Siege? Call of Duty's broken my Siege. Oh my god. I think I'm supposed to game tonight. I kind of want to stop. Cancel scan and repair. Yeah. Update. Yeah, G305 is cursed on my PC now, mate. That's the G Pro hating it. It's like, don't bring on that inferior PCB. You want to use me? Wow. The last time I played Siege was Friday, so I'm not sure. Like, Siege been alright, man. Siege has been pretty stable for the last year. We'll just see if this does it. It could be Call of Duty messing it up somehow, I don't know why. Alright, Tuesday. Okay, I've not played it since. Could be wrecked for Friday then, mate, if they're not fixed it. I haven't tried it since Friday night, so. Come on. Feels fairly balanced as well with the battery in the back. It's just behind this on this ridge here. So could be drivers, Ninja. It's always the way, mate. Call of Duty, every time I want to play with it, tries to install. And then we try and go for Siege, and that's knackered. So I'm just like, oh. I mean, check. Works on my desktop, right? I'll have to check Siege for tomorrow because I want to play tomorrow night. So I'm going to have to get it working later. I just want to give this a quick whirl before I finish my stream and then stream tomorrow. You feel quite snappy, these 10mm ROMs. I don't know yet, Robin, mate. I'm going to have to go see. It's too early to tell you. I'm a fan of my G Pro, mate. It's going to take a lot of it. I'm still not convinced the 305 PCB and wireless technology has not got a little bit more latency than G Pro, but we'll have to see. Same with the sensor, maybe the sensors. I think the sensor's slightly weaker, isn't it, in the 305, so. What 65 you looking at or getting, Bob? I don't know, mate. I'll probably fancy another ducky, but I might make one. The thing is, I've got about 20 at the minute. So, the only reason why I'm still using this ducky 9 months later is because I refuse to change it until I've reviewed it. So I've just not got around to it. So, but I haven't really got a preference, to be fair. Just going to keep switching around my keyboards. The mice, I'm more particular with my mice than I am keyboards. And a game on a Razor or Weaver, so I'd actually game on a keyboard because I find these easier to get your hand in with all the different switches, but not anymore. I get on keyboards until about 5 years ago, and now I've switched. Easy to move around. Could remap your keyboard around, but what are you getting, Minion? You liking your ducky still? 5 gig, come on. So we've got a gig internet connection. It's taking its time, isn't it? Which switches are you using in the Model O wireless? At the moment, we've just got the standard 10mm ROMs, mate. We tried it last week, Striker with Khalif Reds, and then it didn't work out, not because of the switches, because of the bass. My bass wasn't right. So I took it a bit easier this week, and I've not changed the switches. I've just put the other ROMs back in it, basically, because of the profile. But we will change them out. I am going to change them out. I mean, there's one thing, whoever was asking me, sorry, I forgot, it was asking me for my G Pro or the Model O, which is best. I still like the G Pro because, in a way, because the front button's easy to push. I still cannot reach that front button as easily on the Model O shell. You can see there, my thumb's right on that button, is it? Like that. I'm right on the button. Whereas in this one, I'm a little bit further back. It's almost too far to reach. When's the Death Adder V2 review coming out? Probably early next week now, mate. Cheers to follow Striker. Depends what I get to do this weekend. Whether I get time to do a quick review on it. It'll be first impression first, anyway. But like the Ponage one. It'll probably take me about 5 or 6 hours. I need to do a proper review on the Mini and then do a load of comparisons with all the Vipers. All the statistics. And there's only to do the G Pro and the Viper, but take some time, so. I just got a lot on this weekend, I think, as well, so we'll see. You never know though. I need to do some mice pads. I haven't done any mice pads for about a year. It's ridiculous. So, see how work is. Yeah, I don't fancy changing my grip though drastic. Yeah, you have to hold it like that, like you say, like in the side. Then you're okay. But for me, that's not really what I want. That's what I mean. That's kind of where I end up holding it. It kind of moves around as I play. Whereas like, the G Pro is just like flat. The G Pro for me, the shape seems to work for me. But I do like the FK2 or Model O shape, to be fair. That's what's weird. Like, I'm not a hater of it. I think it's a good shape. Right, let's try and play some Call of Duty. He tries to verify shadows, that's it. I throw myself for the window. No, I've got the Viper Mini, here it is. I was playing with it on Friday night. Just gone. Viper 2, there's a Viper Mini. Death Adder Mini. Death Adder, sorry, not Viper. It's in my hand. What did I measure it out? Can't remember. Have a look. I'm not even sure. Did I measure it? There you go. 113mm I measured it. 39 height, 62 width. There's my thoughts if you're interested. While we wait for this. It's pretty much the Model O. Game is running. Oh, okay. It's pretty much the Model O. Model O, on my days, too many miles. It's pretty much the Viper Mini. It's got different switches. It's using grey Razer Opto switches. It's got the same sensor as the Mini. The highest height is 39. Width 62 at the rear. But I haven't took any of the measurements yet. You have to wait for that full review for all the measurements. It's got some nice side buttons, the Death Adder. I'll tell you that now. It's got some of the better side buttons I've seen for a long time. Oh, there we go, shadows. Oh, my days. Oh. I wouldn't say it was super low, but it's reasonably low on it. Have to look at the stats. I don't know in measure for all the different positions for the hump, but I haven't done it yet. I wouldn't say it was super low. Look at it like compared to the G Pro, it's like it's definitely higher here than the G Pro. Feels it anyway. It's close, but certainly on height with the G Pro, if not higher, on that corner. I couldn't get on with it the other day, but I'm not an Ergo fan, so. Right, maybe we get to finally try this mod out. Oh my days, you're doing more shadows, come on. Don't you crash on me. Hey, something's not right with my PC then. What's happened? Maybe it is an NVIDIA driver. Try it. I can't see it. Nothing's changed this week. Not going well for gaming, is it? Why's my NVIDIA lost its settings? What's happened? Even the latest try I thought was. Let's try again. If not, I'll have to wait till tomorrow. We're playing tomorrow night on Siege. Starting at about 6:30 GMT. We'll give it a whirl. You ordered the Death Adder Mini, shortest mouse. No. Let's try that one instead. The shortest mouse as a scroll wheel. Don't know. I'll have to check my stats. Top of my head, I'm not sure. I don't know, Ninja. Last of Us, I wanted to play it tonight, night before, so it comes down to purely when I get time. I'd say sometime next week. Gonna crash again, I can tell. Need to make part 3. How's my PC down? Let's try and reboot my PC. I don't know why it's broken. Failing that, we're going to have to wait till tomorrow. At least we know it's working. I'll have to play with it on Siege and spend most of tomorrow probably trying to work out why why it won't let me play any games tonight. One good thing about consoles, right? When you turn it on, at least it works. For the size, it's 133 long by 39 high by 62 wide. But it's horny. That's why I measured it out anyway. That's not what's in the box. I haven't measured the other parts of it yet. That's also down the centre, not from one of the sides. It's not. Right, let's see if it's going to work. Shorter than the Ultralight 2. The best bet to find stuff out of that is go on my website. I'll show you. Find the latest review. I haven't got the Viper one on there yet, but if you go to the Noble one, go to this Noble one, go through all the charts, and you can see the Viper Mini. So the size charts on there on about page 2 or 3, I think. You're able to compare all the stats. It's the easiest place to find it. You can see it against Ultralight 2. The Death Adder's not on there because I haven't done it yet. But you'll be able to, using my measurement, be able to compare it. No worries, horny. Just flick through that review of that Noble 5 and look at the charts. They're all dynamic and you'll see the Viper in there. Or you'll see the Ultralight 2 and you'll be able to take the Death Adder Mini measurements and just compare it. The Death Adder Mini 2 is not on there yet. They only go on there when I've done the full review. Right, last try. Let's see if we can play this. If it crashes again, we'll try it tomorrow night. I'll have to see what's going on with my PC. I don't know why it won't play anything. I know I've not touched it since Friday. Maybe I'll just let these shaders finish. Just let the shaders finish at the top, and then we'll go into it. Let's keep it charging for the minute then. Apologies, it should have worked, but as usual, nothing's as simple as it seems. There's definitely something that I might have to rip off the driver and put it back on in video, or maybe something's broke. Only seems to when it seems to launch the game, like in terms of the graphics rather than the actual menus and stuff. That seems fine, so we'll see. At least we move slightly further forward. I tried the KM120. I've got one. I've not tried it yet. The only road cat I've tried recently is the KPU. Actually quite nice, the KPU. A few little tweaks like cable and stuff like that. It's a nice mouse. I like the coating on the KPU. I've also got the Kane 200, the wireless version. I want to try that, see what it's like. That's what Dr. Disrespect's using, although he's banned, perma-banned now from Twitch at the minute. I think he still is. Yeah, he's definitely got a nice scroll wheel. Most of the road cats got a nice scroll wheel. What spoiled PC? Yeah, definitely Ninja. Saw some news on that. I don't know what's going on with Twitch and the dot. I reckon he's setting up his own platform with Ninja and Shroud. He was doing it anyway, and then Ninja and Shroud got let go by Mixer, and now they're all joining together, and they're trying to capture, like, is it Tiny Tim, whatever his name is? Feeling Tim the Top Man or something. I don't know what his name is. Got to be something like that. Boom TV was one of them, wasn't it? And that wasn't in Doc's one of Doc's things originally, but I don't think it ever took off. Tim the Tap Man, that's all. Someone was saying there was like rumours on. There's loads of speculations about it. Like they're going to use and get Google to set up a platform with them, and then Shopify, Spotify, not Shopify. But Google aren't going to compete with YouTube, but they might use like the Google platform, Google Cloud platform or something instead. Yeah, that's why Boom TV did the replays. It was actually pretty good. I used it for a bit, but no one ever really took off with it. And then OBS created some replay, and Twitch gave you clips, so it kind of killed it. Oh my days! Activision have just, I don't know what they do. Why they have to do? Why can't they just do like slight small patches? Why they got to deploy an entire game every time? Yeah, pretty sure you can do replays with it. I've never tried it. I'm sure there's like a replay function in it. Yeah, installation's complete. Right, here we go. Let's see if it breaks. How many is it going to break? I only know because I've been using it for a while, Ninja. I think I've been streaming since 2017, something like that. Well, I don't stream every day, right? Every Friday. I streamed for a while, like Armour and stuff, when I was off work. Sometimes I'm out of work, so I had about 6 months and did it then for a while. That was pretty cool. But I ended up turning nocturnal. Well, it's not crashed yet. Hasn't found as a game it either. No, there's no jobs around at the minute, Ninja, that's for sure, mate. You might as well start streaming, mate, if you're off every day. Get it going, man. Teddy, you buffer replay. Within OBS, you're saying there, Teddy. Is that the function? Come on, find me a game. Oh my days. It's like it's definitely against me tonight. They reckon. It's got it in for me tonight. Do a new pack out or something? I don't know. Hey, Bruce Skill. Bruce Skill, how you doing, man? Try to turn crossplay off. Have a look. Where is it? Everyone's turned nocturnal with this virus. That's true, mate. I can't. I've still got to work at the minute, so got to be up early. Ultralight Cape Town's 160 meters long. The Death Adder is 113 long. Yep, certainly shorter. You have to be careful on the Mini because you've got 2 measurements as well. On the Death Adder, you've got. Actually, it's going to be very similar. You might find one of them. I took it in the middle, but you might find one of the sides is slightly longer because of the shape. But to be fair, that looks a bit more even for an ergo. So. Yeah, you can buy it from Adrenalinez, mate, if you want the base. There's the URL. You can buy it and you can either print it yourself or he'll print it for you. Right, let's go. Finally, we're in. 5 years later.
Team deathmatch.
Yeah, it's definitely got the nicest side buttons there.
Time to hunt.
Look how low my FPS is. What? Hang on. That's not right. That's just riddled with problems today. It'll be because it's full screen.
That's too close to Francis. Calling in fire, mission 3-1. Roger, Beardedbob 1-2.
One of 486 there. Oh yeah, that's better. I've not played Call of Duty for a while. So, well, since last week. How much I use this mouse? New main what? This Model O wireless? I don't think so, Father. Just Dr. Father, sir. Welcome back, sir. I don't know. I still found I'm using a 131 grip, but it's the front side buttons. We'll have to see. I need a lot more time with it to decide that. It's going to take a lot to knock the G Pro off its throne. Like that, I was trying to get used to that button, I missed. Right, there's Matt now. Hit him, still missed. It also doesn't like monitors with multiple refreshes, so I've got like 260 Hz, a 240 Hz, and this is a 165. So it starts to like just limit your FPS. Stupid. Every other game's fine in borderless apart from Call of Duty. Feels okay at the moment, Drastic. I'm hating it straight off the bat. Not noticeably different to my G Pro. We'll have to see. Still early days. Not hating it. Yep, can definitely cause a problem, mate. Between refreshes, I've had loads of problems with it. It's been a nightmare. No, it's not the same sensor as the G Pro, it's a different one.
bad day, but we'll come back stronger.
So, was my best round. Yeah, I mean the 305 is maybe the cheaper one, right? That's what I need to test it, but I can't feel. I mean, it feels better than it did in the other 305s I've tried. To be fair. I'm noticing there's a slight wobble in the base. You can see it, like, because it's a proper hard mat with no cushioning. It's definitely slightly uneven, this base I've printed, or I can feel it. Could be the feet or it's the base. It feels pretty good. It feels good with these pads on it. It definitely feels better than the G305, ironically. So, but I mean, I can't tell the difference in latency between that and my G Pro at the minute. But at the same time, I still don't see it being my main. It's a front button, potentially. And it's 10 grams heavier, 12 grams heavier. Let's jump nice and scratch these feet. Yeah, that. This one makes no noise. See any hypers? I could definitely tell the difference on the earlier 305s, I thought. I need longer with it. Tomorrow night I'll play with it and we'll see. That's going to be the better time, because tonight I've got like an hour. Well, after this match I'm going to go, but it doesn't. It takes me a bit of time to get used to what I'm doing. So basically I've been working all day, so you need more time than one round.
What's your fire? Check your aim.
We'll see. I got to try and remember this map. Everyone's just going to camp on this one.
Keep pushing. Enemy at the back alley.
Whoops. I've noticed my Jeep definitely needs some new feet. So everyone's going to camp up now. His friends there. I don't think there is much. Maybe more range efficient. We'll have to do like deviations if there's any difference. That's the other thing, right? Sensors track differently. So different DPI. Even though this is 800, 800, it might be slightly different to the other one. To my G Pro. I'm definitely slow tonight. Ace form. Never know. I am a fan of this shape. It's a bit nicer than the Viper. Should have hit him. I prefer this to the Razor Viper shape.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy at the restaurant. Command is ours. Maintain pressure.
Should probably bring my AR out for this.
What's your fire?
Where was he in?
lead. The lead is ours. Keep
Missed my shot then.
the enemy has the lead. Enemy at the restaurant.
So it works on, yeah, Rainbow. See, Rainbow's probably the one I've got more chance of working out on.
Enemy at the hotel.
Did more of that recently than I have a Call of Duty. Everyone camping on.
Allied UAV overhead.
G305 since I don't know, mate. Let me camp down this alley.
Enemy UAV overhead.
There comes his mate. Could have had 33. The 3360 is still, to me, one of the best sensors.
Enemy at the restaurant.
Oh my days, how do you not die then? Terrible shot.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Potato at every shot.
Allied UAV overhead.
3366. Was that customized 3360? Is that actually a different sensor? They're doing here. Oh, I might have to stand still for the next 20 minutes, please.
Enemy VTOL in
This is why I've gone off Call of Duty. Look, I just turned into Camper Central. Choked ourselves out, my bad. Just because not the best of range either. It's always 2 on fucking 1 at the minute. Ugh. Let me stay in this building. They switched it to the hero. Is that what they're doing? God, it is annoying, brew kills. Everyone's just camping on, man. It's ridiculous. I've not played it for a while, right? But so I couldn't get that guy then. I was a bit low in his head. Right. It's not Call of Duty for me. Is a fast-paced one. I don't want to play slow-paced games on it. It's not why I play Call of Duty. Camp a bit more, like, join the camping crowd. I can't, I get bored. It feels decent enough, this, to be fair. Just my shot then, though. All over the place. I like it just because you can. It's like COD because you can just turn up on it and have a few rounds on it, but. They're holding hands. I think they are making this at the minute. Crazy. You come across anyone who's on their own. but I haven't played it for a while. And we got to warm up to the new mouse. We just tweaked. Can't see a damn thing. Darn VTOL playing every 2 seconds up. Oh. Not bad. Took me a while to get used to it, I think. I'm sure it's like tomorrow on R6 that I've played more. Not bad though. So I'm going to end my stream. Thanks for watching it. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Finally we got to the Model O Easy Campers, lol. Model O G Pro. G305 working, not G Pro. And tomorrow we'll test it on my stream playing Rainbow Six. Start 6. Whoops. Lol, press on button. And we'll start tomorrow about 6:30 PM. So have a good night, people. Have a good night. See you later. Good night, mate. Have a safe one. Later's all.